Hey, Ken, you're a career expert and you get lots of questions from couples. And I know you get this one because you've got it from Leslie and me before. And that is, how do we press the pause button or the mute button on work when we work together? Because Leslie and I have worked together our entire careers. And it's easy to have pillow talk about work. Really romantic, right? To go out on date nights and you talk about work. So, what's your advice for a couple like us?
Have something else to talk about. When there's nothing else to talk about, that's what couples do. They'll talk about the thing that they have the most context for or the most communication around. And if you're working together all day and then you go to date night and you didn't get a chance to follow up on this email or this meeting and debrief, if you have nothing else to talk about, then you will fill the space with work. So I liken it to take the work hats off and put on the couples hats. And the idea is let's plan to talk about something like the kids, like a vacation, things that are not related to work. And let's be very disciplined to hold each other accountable that if we slip into the work talk, that we stop. But I think the easiest thing is to have something else to talk about and enjoy talking about that.
I like that idea because it's kind of like have a fun agenda, have an agenda, talking points that make sure you're not going to get into that work mode, which is, as you know, for me, that's difficult because I'm all about work. I want to get stuff done, right? Every day starts at zero. And I have taken your advice. I can tell you this works because I came into our last date night with Leslie and I said, I want to talk about our next vacation. And we had no idea what we were doing. And man, it was energizing because I had a different agenda other than work. And I know if I didn't do that, I'd be talking about, hey, what about that article we're working on? Blah, blah, that kind of stuff. That's what you're getting at, right?
Yeah, quick tip on this. Ask yourself, what does my wife need from me? This is not the CFO or my work partner. What does my wife need? What does the mother of my children need to hear from me? What does she need to share with me about something that's not related to work?
Or my
Just
husband,
that
if
type
those
of
roles are
focus.
reversed, right? It can
Yeah,
be the woman can be the CEO of the
that's
company
right.
as well.
That's exactly right. So the idea here is look at them in a different role than you're used to seeing them all day long. And when you do that, and you can begin to show interest. That will create good conversation.
So helpful and particularly pays off on pillow talk. I can attest to that. So, Ken, thanks as always.